once we'll get back together.
I don't think so, Ben.
You might miss it.
Welcome to Recap King. In this video, we will explain Cashback. This movie tells the story of Ben, who realizes he can halt time and explore the world while others remain frozen in place. He then uses his new superpower to build a romance with his coworker, Sharon. Will Sharon fall for him? Let's find out in Cashback. Cashback tells the story of a college student named Ben Willis who recently broke up with his girlfriend, Suzy. Ben thinks that he can't make Suzy happy and chooses to end his relationship with her. A week later, Ben saw his ex-girlfriend, who already had a new boyfriend named Steve. He looked regretful and heartbroken, but his best friend, Sharon, suggests Ben find a new girlfriend and forget Suzy. Ben tried to contact Suzy and said that he was sorry for breaking up with her. He tries to get her back, but Suzy refused and said they couldn't be together anymore because she was with Steve now. Ben was getting frustrated. Forgetting Suzy was not as easy as imagined. He was even tormented by suffering from prolonged insomnia because he could not throw Suzy's figure out of his mind. He then tries to burn pictures of himself with Suzy, hoping to forget about her. But Ben was not hardened enough to burn the beautiful memories and put the photos back into the drawer. Ben sees a poster for a night shift job posted on the wall while shopping at a convenience store 7 days later. He took the initiative to apply for the job to keep him busy as long as he couldn't close his eyes. He accepted work by the store manager named Alan. He meets some pretty unique coworkers. One of them was Sharon, a cashier and the only female employee at the store. Then there's Barry, Matt, and Brian. After 2 weeks of suffering from insomnia and suffering from boredom during the night shift, Ben begins to imagine that he can stop time. He then walks around in a frozen world like in a movie. Ben imagined the female customers in the convenience store standing still, allowing himself to undress and then paint the beauty of the women's bodies. Gradually, time seemed to slow down around Ben, and his imagination became a reality. The time really stopped. Everyone froze, and only Ben could move as usual. Ben is an art student who adores the beauty of women's curves. He did not waste this opportunity to do everything he had dreamed of, undress the women and sketch their curves on paper. When he's done, he stretches his fingers until they make a sound, and time goes back to normal. Ben returned to work as usual. Ben always did a good job, even though his coworkers would often prank and humiliate him in public. Sharon just smiled at the ridiculous behavior of her coworkers. While in the dressing room, Ben gave Sharon a loaf of bread which she happily accepted. Ben asked Sharon why she had changed her clothes. Sharon, who was still munching on the bread Ben gave her, said that she was only on the afternoon shift today and would be home soon. Ben tries to stop time once again to prevent Sharon from leaving. But time only slowed for a moment around him, and he could only see Sharon walking out, unable to stop her. Ben went back to work. Matt then told 2 of his friends that he was going to the movies with Sharon tonight and then made love. Ben felt hopeless and disappointed because again he couldn't get the girl he liked. The next day, Barry forced Matt to share his date night story with Sharon. Matt looked pleased. He told them that he and Sharon had sex all night long. Ben is even more heartbroken. Just as he was about to leave the locker room, the manager suddenly came and announced that they would have a friendly soccer match with another branch. The day of the match arrived. Ben's soccer team lost badly. He then froze time when Matt accidentally kicked the manager in the face. He then walked off the field looking for a drink and stopped in front of a vending machine. He heard something while he was drinking his drink. He looked back and frowned. Nothing should move when he stops time, but he heard something moving behind him. Then suddenly, someone wearing a gray hoodie jacket ran out. He finally realizes that he's not the only person who can stop time. Ben returned to the soccer court and stretched his fingers again. Time turned back. After the game, Matt and Ben's teammates rushed to the hospital to pick up the manager, who broke his nose from Matt's kick. He then asked Ben to take Sharon home. Ben and Sharon stopped by a coffee shop. He mustered up all his courage to ask Sharon about her date with Matt, which was none of his business. But Ben was very curious. Moreover, Matt is the type of person whose words are hard to believe. Sure enough, Sharon denied everything Matt said. She just went to the movies with him as a friend. Sharon then admitted that she was not in a relationship with anyone. Ben seemed happy because that meant he still had a chance to get Sharon. The 2 of them then told each other about romance, childhood dreams, and future desires. Ben dreams of becoming an artist who one day can exhibit his work in art galleries worldwide. Sharon looked gobsmacked as Ben expressed his wish with a beaming expression on his face. She admires Ben, who is very dedicated to achieving his dreams, and usually, artists are romantic people. Sharon likes romantic men. The next day, Alan gathered all the employees in his office and announced that he had invited them to his birthday party. Sharon invites Ben to go to the manager's birthday party together. Ben agreed. Today is exactly 1 month Ben has had insomnia, and there is no sign of getting better. He then tried to stop time again. This time he would only paint Sharon. He then sketches her upper body's curves from various positions and paints it down to the smallest detail. While in the dressing room, Sharon asks Ben to pick her up at the apartment at 8 tomorrow night. After that, she kissed Ben on the lips and left smiling at the young man. After getting a kiss from Sharon, Ben felt a big change in him. He felt the curse of insomnia that had been weighing on his life disappeared instantly. That night, he finally fell asleep. Ben, who slept until the afternoon, was suddenly startled by the sound of the phone ringing. The call was from Matt and Barry, who had pranked him by pretending to be the art gallery owner, Alex Proud. They said they wanted to display his painting in the Proud Gallery and asked him to come to the gallery. Ben is very happy because soon his dream will come true. Later that night, Ben picked up Sharon at her apartment on time. He told Sharon that an art gallery owner was interested in displaying his painting, and they had an appointment for next week. Sharon is happy that Ben has made his dream come true. The two then went to the manager's birthday party together. Arriving at Alan's house, Ben even met Suzy. He just found out that Steve, Suzy's boyfriend, is his manager's younger brother. Ben tells Suzy that he works as a night shift clerk at a convenience store, and Alan is his boss. Not to forget, Ben also introduced Sharon to his ex-girlfriend. The party grew livelier towards midnight. Ben, waiting in line to pee, suddenly met Suzy again, who had just come out of the restroom, and went straight to him. Suzy wants to build their relationship again because she still loves Ben and can't forget him. Suzy looks really sorry, but Ben felt confused. Currently, he is with Sharon, but on the other hand, he still harbors feelings for Suzy. Ben decides to reject Suzy and choose Sharon. But then Suzy suddenly kissed him. Sharon, who saw the incident, immediately left with deep disappointment. Ben then pushed Suzy and said no, then time stopped for a moment. Ben looked at Sharon, standing still by the door, racking his brains, thinking of a way to win Sharon's heart back. She must be very disappointed to see Suzy kissing him, even though it was all a misunderstanding. In the long freeze of time in Ben's thoughts, a brilliant idea has finally emerged. He intends to display Sharon's painting in the Proud Gallery, then invites her to his exhibition to see it. After finding a solution, he stretched his fingers, and time went back to normal. Ben then went to Sharon's apartment, trying to explain about Suzy. But Sharon snapped at him and threw him out. Ben's fight with Sharon brings back the insomnia that had disappeared when Sharon came into his life. He goes back to having hard days and late nights. He was even more tormented after Sharon resigned from her job as a cashier at a convenience store. The day of the appointment arrived. Ben takes his paintings to the Proud Gallery and meets Alex Proud. Ben tells Alex that he got a call from him a few days ago, but Alex didn't know Ben and never called him. Ben looks disappointed, then realizes that the call was just a prank call his co-workers made to prank him. He said goodbye and walked out of Alex's room, but the gallery owner stopped him. Alex then asked Ben to show his paintings. Unexpectedly, he was very interested in the paintings and agreed to display Ben's work in his gallery. Ben then sends an invitation to Sharon to attend an exhibition of his paintings at the Proud Gallery. Exhibition day arrived. People flocked to art galleries and look in awe at Ben's work. He did not expect that everyone liked his paintings. Even some art gallery directors who came looked amazed and asked if Ben intended to hold a painting exhibition shortly. Ben was happy at his first painting exhibition, but his happiness is not complete without the presence of the woman he loves. Not long after that, the person he had been waiting for stepped into the gallery in a red dress and long blonde hair. Sharon was a bit clumsy as she walked through the crowd, but she was amazed when she realized that the paintings in the gallery were her own, which were so aesthetically drawn, exuding Sharon's beauty from all sides. Sharon then approached Ben and said that the painting exhibition was very beautiful, and she was very happy that he had his paintings displayed in the gallery. She also congratulated Ben on the success of his painting exhibition. Ben then apologizes to Sharon and explains the kissing incident that occurred at Alan's birthday party. But Sharon interrupted him before he could utter a word and said that the exhibition of Ben's paintings was enough to express all of Ben's feelings for her. Sharon looked up at the window behind Ben. Ben turned his head and realized that it was snowing that night. He then said to Sharon, "Do you believe me?" and kissed the girl. Instantly time stopped. Sharon looked confused because suddenly everyone was frozen. But Ben grabbed her hand and led the girl out of the room. Outside, The falling snowflakes also freeze and create a very beautiful scene. Ben and Sharon enjoyed their company amidst the frozen snowflakes in the air. The film ends,